Hey guys, Bob Moses here. Today we're playing San Andreas multiplayer. Welcome to Los Santos, and this video is all about diplomas and the answers to the questions on those diploma tests. If you're just here looking for the answers to the questions, don't worry, I got you covered. Check the pinned comment below. There's a Google Sheets that has all the answers, and I'll be updating those as new questions are added over time. So in this video, we're going to be talking about what are diplomas and what are the best diplomas in my opinion. Where do we go to do the test? And then we'll just talk about some of the answers at the end as well. So first of all, what are diplomas? Well, these are little tests you can do that are going to give you some advantages in game. In my opinion, some of the best ones to do would be corruption, that allows you to register for Congress. So to become a congressman, you can't enter the politics without it. Process agriculture is really good. It gives you the ability to own an additional weed farm, which is quite nice, especially early game when you're trying to rank them up. Pharmaceutical baking is really awesome. Gives you the ability to own an additional cocaine lockup and increases the amount of meth you can cook by 5 grams, which is pretty cool. I'm not a big fan of the job bonuses, so if you're doing a lot of jobs, then obviously it makes sense to get the diplomas for them, but it will take you around 100 to 200 jobs just to break even on that diploma, and that's assuming you pass first time. So I don't think that worthwhile, but you know, it's not that expensive to do the diploma, so you might as well. Capitalist exploitation is a great one. Gives you the ability to become a CEO, so to found an organization. Then we have a couple of additional bonuses. If you're doing things like warehouse and car workshops, there's some diplomas that are going to help you. I don't think that the increased heist planning time would decrease, I should say, about 5%, that great, but if you're doing a lot of heists, why not? And then creative accounting is a really awesome one. Increases the amount of properties you can own by 2. So if you enjoy owning properties, which can be quite a great way of making money, creative accounting is a really good way to do that. If you're into drug wars, then I would really recommend getting drug distribution. Increases the amount of drug points that you earn, which is quite important, particularly if you're going into a war. And then finally, we have collector. So those are my recommendations in terms of diplomas. Now, in order to get a diploma, you need to go to the Green Glass College, which you'll find over here in Las Venturas, just on the left hand side as you come into the city. And to do an exam or to get a diploma, you're just going to go up to the little red icon. It's going to ask you which one you want to do. So I've already done all of them except one, so we'll do the final one today, which is collector, and then I would have got all my diplomas, and we then just select the diploma we want to do, 55k, and then essentially it's going to ask us 20 questions. There is a time limit to do the exam. It's enough time though, so even if you have to minimize the screen to Google an answer, because some of them are related to single player, or if you want to check the sheet that I've created, there should be enough time to do that. So I'm just going to whiz through this. I'm not actually going to use my sheet. I think I know most of the answers off by heart. So let's just blast through. Well stacked for deliveries at home. Max slot machine, it's probably the one I don't actually know the answer to. Someone said it was 40 mil in the chat, which seems a bit crazy. Drug dealers on a hood, it's actually technically 25 if you have a fortress, but 20 is the right answer. Esperanto, what advertising space you get on Celltat, that is bench. There's some others that you do. Maze Bank, it does the ATMs. Where do you find DDS Sax? It's Rodeo, the Boogie, which should be Bogey. Drug addictions, Ivory Towers. Champagne Mark is Bluted. Sprunk is your soda. Las Venturas, so there's actually career jobs are different for each city, but in Las Venturas it's a burger shot. Max win in roulette, I believe, is 3.5 million. You can sell weed to Truth, which doesn't affect drug. Loyalty would be the quality of the drug sold. No one really cares. And how many rounds in a basketball game is 10. There was one I got wrong. I think it was the slot machine one, but there we go. And I've gotten all my diplomas. So there was an achievement for that. There you go, which is quite cool. And yeah, that's basically how you get your diplomas. Now to talk about the answers for a second. So yeah, I put together a list of all the different questions. There's over 100 of them. I believe this is all of them. I've gone through to verify the answers one by one for pretty much all of them. There's a couple, maybe 3 or 4 that I'm not 100% sure about, but the rest of them, there's definitely enough to get you to pass your exams. It's no problem. Some of them, they're not that intuitive. So things like this one, what is the maximum amount of meth you can cook? The correct answer on the diploma is 95, but it's actually 100. Like I said, if you get the pharmaceutical baking diploma, you can make it 100, but for purposes of the exam, it's 95. If you see any of the answers are incorrect, please leave a comment on the video and I'll verify and update the sheet. I will keep this updated as we go forward, so any new questions, any updates will be over here. So I think you should have the ability to download the sheet or save it locally, but I would recommend just coming back to the sheet because I'll keep it updated as we go. If you need to find a question during the exam, just go Control F, and let's say we want to know about the stations, then just type that in and then it'll find everything for you. And that's going to be it for this video. I really hope that helps you in game. And until next time, this is Bob Moses signing off for SAMP WTLS.